of 2018 Halloween videos. I am so excited. So I wanted to start Halloween videos as soon as I possibly could, obviously, because they're my favorite things ever. And I thought that I would do Smiley. If you guys haven't seen him, he is kind of, I don't even know. Is Smiley like his own movie or?
Isn't that Shane movie?
I have no idea. I don't even know where Smiley came from.
It's like from that movie that Shane, I don't know, it's like this Shane movie from a couple years ago.
Yeah, but it's this really scary guy with like slit eyes, like, and then a slit mouth. You'll see. I did this look on my brother years ago, and I thought I would recreate it on my channel. I want to give credit to the reference photos that I'll be using. If you guys can see that. This one is by Pink Stylist. He's a YouTuber, I guess, or she's a YouTuber, whoever. I went off this one, and she is by Katrina Loja. I'm not really sure. Sorry if I misspelled that. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and get right into the tutorial. Hello, how is everyone doing today? So, like I said at the beginning, I'm doing this tutorial for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go ahead and just get started. So I'm just kind of taping off my eyes with painter's tape. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because liquid latex does tend to rip out hair. So just make sure you are aware of that before using latex. Any areas that you put it on that has hair, it probably will rip your hair out. So just be careful, be aware of that, and, you know, make smart decisions. So then I put some liquid latex kind of over the edges of the painter's tape, just to kind of help the painter's tape stick down a little bit more. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make the slits of the eyes. That's what I'm doing now. And as you guys can see, just kind of making a triangle shape in my eye. And then I'm putting cotton balls right underneath the tape. And the reason for this is because I kind of want it, like, you know, it's supposed to be like a mask. So I want the mask to, or I want it to look kind of like a mask, so it's going to be like raised out off of our skin. So the cotton balls help the tape to kind of stay raised. Then I'm just going in with a little bit more liquid latex. I use the Mayron one, if anybody's interested. And I'm putting that on the edges of the painter's tape again, just to kind of help it to stick, just because the edges of the tape don't really stick very well to the skin, at least my skin. Then we're doing the same thing to the other side. So just kind of putting it in a triangular shape to make kind of like slits, or you know, slits for eyes or whatever. And then I put more cotton balls. Now what we're doing is Smiley doesn't really have a nose, so we're trying to kind of get rid of that and level everything out. So I'm just building kind of like a blanket, if you will, of cotton ball. So I'm laying down some liquid latex and then putting the cotton balls on top, just to kind of make a more flat surface. Then I am taking more tape and I put that over the edge of the nose so it can kind of flow into the mouth. I put more cotton balls underneath the tape. So this is where, if you don't like breathing out of your mouth, this method is not going to work for you, because you will have to breathe out of your mouth, because, you know, there's cotton balls right underneath your nose. I could still breathe through my nose a little bit, but it's a little bit difficult. So that's why my mouth is pretty much open this whole tutorial. I hate that. I hate it. I just was like looking at myself. I'm like, close your mouth, but I can't because I had to breathe through my mouth. So, so I'm building up kind of the face with some more cotton balls, and I'm starting on the mouth now. He kind of has like a jaggedy, slit mouth, very big mouth. So I'm building it up. Just this kind of using the same method we did with the eyes and the nose, is just kind of putting some tape down and then, you know, further gluing it to our face by putting the latex on the edges of the tape, and then filling kind of like the end, or like the middle of the tape in with cotton balls, just to raise it up a little bit, give more of like a mask-like appearance. And this is what it should look like, or this is what I I did. So this is where you should be at. And again, you just add as much liquid latex to the end of that tape as you can. Okay, so this is the next step. So I'm taking a little bit of toilet paper, and I have 2-ply toilet paper. 2-ply when I cry. Okay. Anyways, like this video if you know where that's from. So I'm putting some liquid latex down over my face, and then I am putting the toilet paper right on top. So basically what this will do is kind of create an even all over surface, and kind of join and blend everything in together like it's supposed to be skin, and it's kind of like a mask kind of. So, and this will help to hide the tape as well, the tape and the cotton balls. So go ahead and do this. It should look like this. So this is actually the first layer. I went ahead and added 2 layers of the toilet paper, just to make sure that I covered all my bases and it was all even and all that kind of stuff. So after you're done applying the toilet paper, you're going to want to cover all of the toilet paper with liquid latex to kind of create a nice smooth surface, so we can go in with some makeup on top of that and it's not going to ruin the toilet paper, if that makes any sense. We are also I'm kind of latexing like the part of where the cotton balls stick out, just to kind of make that a smooth surface as well, so the cotton balls don't stick to the makeup and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is where I really want you to be very careful. I am using scissors to kind of cut a deeper slit into my face. If you are like a child or anything, please get your parents' help. I don't want any of you cutting your face, so please be careful, especially when you go, like I'm gonna go around my eyes. Just take it slow. Do not try to rush this part, because I really don't want you poking your eyes out. I almost poked my eyes out because I got a little fast there. So just again, if you're younger, you're not an adult, please get your parents' help for this, or a friend or something like that. Yeah, I just don't want you cutting your face. So I'm just kind of cutting off the pieces that I don't need, that and try to make more of a, I don't know, even smile on both sides. Sometimes my cotton ball fell out. So I just like push it back in. Okay, and then I'm doing the same thing with my eyes, just kind of making a long slit, because I've seen a lot of different pictures. People sometimes have smaller eyes with Smiley. Sometimes they have big eyes almost covering, your whole face. You do you, whatever you think looks good. I kind of did bigger eyes, just because I liked that. And then I'm kind of cutting little slits on, the sides of the eyes. I don't know why. I just thought it kind of looked cool. It kind of made our eye, or the mask, or this, air quote skin, look a little bit ripped and jagged. And I did the same thing with the mouth as well. I cut little slits in the mouth, just to make it look like it's not, too perfect. Okay, so I took my foundation. Any foundation will do, whatever foundation you have, and I'm taking my brush and I'm just covering the whole face with the foundation. And I am actually using stippling motion, so I'm pressing in the foundation rather than wiping it around, because that'll kind of tear the whole mask, and you just want to be nice and gentle. So I'm taking Mayron's black grease paint. I wish I would have just used like regular face paint instead of grease paint, because it's did not dry down and it was kind of oily and gross. But I'm just taking that and I'm filling in my eye sockets as well as my mouth. I fill in my whole mouth with this. This will just give a nice, like, scary, deep feel to the whole look. Okay, so I decided to go back in with the scissors and kind of cut my eyes a little bit wider. I kind of pulled them apart and then cut off some pieces. I just didn't feel like they were wide enough. So that's perfect right there. So now I'm taking a black eyeshadow. This one's from the Kat Von D Saints and Sinners palette, but whatever black eyeshadow you like will work. And then I'm just kind of setting the grease paint. Even with the black eyeshadow on top of the grease paint, the paint was still very like greasy and, just wet and not, yeah. If I could redo it, I would use like a paint that dries down. All right, so I'm taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm taking one of the contour shades and a brush, and I'm just going over the face, especially the perimeter of the mask, just to give it more of like a human-like look, to kind of give it more dimension. I didn't really like it without this step just because it just looked too flat, didn't look like it had like any dimension or anything. So I'm just going over, especially around my hairline, to kind of help blend that in a little bit. And I also took my finger as well and tried to blend things out. They're not going to blend super well just because, the toilet paper really catches onto color. So if it doesn't look perfect, this isn't beauty makeup. It actually looks better if it's a little bit not perfect. Okay, so taking the Ben Nye Zombie Flash color wheel, taking the gray shade and a pencil brush, and I'm just kind of putting a little bit of gray and some indentions in my face. I wish that I would have gone a little bit lighter handed with this because I feel like some parts were a little bit too much gray, but just keep that in mind. But if, again, use your imagination, do what you like. You can also do a gray shadow. Maybe that would work a little bit better. And then I just kind of smooth everything out with my finger. So now I'm laying down as a base for like our blood. I'm laying down some dark red face paint, the same Ben Nye color wheel, Zombie Flash color wheel, and just kind of going around the edges of our eyes and mouth, and I'm just trying to cover as much as I can. Just make sure that you don't have like any cotton or any white edges peeking out, because again, that'll kind of give everything away, but just try to cover up everything as much as possible. Okay, so here's my favorite part. So I took another Ben Nye product. This one is the Thick Blood. You can use regular blood if you want, but I like this one because it doesn't run all over your face and it looks more like dried blood, like blood that hasn't, that isn't fresh. So I'm just taking that and putting that around the perimeter. You could totally skip this step if you don't want blood, but I love blood, so fake blood. So yeah, so I'm just doing that, and I am covering up. I'm trying to get cover up all the cotton balls because some of them were kind of sticking out. So I just really tried to cover up all the cotton balls and the edges of my mouth. And I just really like how this blood worked and how it looks. It looks so amazing on the skin. And guys, that is pretty much all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I cannot wait for Halloween's end. It's pretty much here, in my opinion. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.